Hello and welcome back, everybody, to where we left off last time out. We're trying to make this orange line, the B line, a bit bigger. We've built the extension, we're just connecting the dots here. It's already the lengthiest, biggest line that we've built already, but we're just trying to build it a bit longer just so we can catch all of the newfound demands up here. It's going to take a bit of time to just go all over the stuff that we need to do when we start a new line, doing all the stations and making sure that we're actually doing it in order. Because if you, for example, yeah, you do the first station in the middle and then the second station is at the end and then you go back to the third station in the middle, it's just a bit crazy. But yeah, we're just doing it in order. We're gonna start the services and then we're gonna buy more trains. And boom, the orange line is exploding. It's always showing up in the warning as busy, almost full.
I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but you are being a little irritating.
Well, maybe not a little bit.
A lot of it.
That's right.
I think it makes sense to increase cars per train and try to keep the frequency the same. But that means that we're gonna have to buy loads of train cars to be fair. We're gonna try and see. We'll just have a quick look at the finances. It is getting busier. So I think we should be making more money, but it doesn't look like it. We're almost like making 130 in revenue, and then we're expensing 23. It's kind of the same. I thought it was going to be more than that.
Boom. 2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3. Quick maths.
And oh, was I wrong? I thought maybe the first day was not actually like catching up with people going into that line, because the second line we're making 130 million in profit, so we can increase the cost per train and we can increase the frequency. We'll just have to bite the bullet and do it. Let's take a look at the demand. Wow, it's 100,000 using
Oh my god! Wow!
the orange line, and the orange line is dominating all of the busy lines. You can see it's almost matching up where you transfer to a different line, but even if the first station is busy, the last station is busy, and you have transfers from the first station, meaning that people are walking to the first station, which is interesting.
Interesting.
And me being not that smart,
But you're not smart. You're dumb.
I just realized that I needed to put trains in medium demand.
You're so smart. You're so effing smart.
And that's why people are still waiting in those stations. It's not a smart move by my side. Um, Fair. The circuits are not getting smaller because trains are there. Not sure. Obviously, this is not realistic. People would not wait forever until a train comes by their station. If there is no train at that time, they're gonna use another mode of transport. It's not realistic, but I was a bit stupid. I did not think medium demand would be something that I needed to put a train in. And would you look at that, 200,000 passenger ride New York Transit? That's amazing. We jumped from 40,000 to 200,000 in space of less than a month. Ignoring that it's always busy on the beeline. Um, we have a lot of money, 400 million. So we need to build a new line. So there is a lot of demand on the top end of the B line, the orange line, and there is also an untapped demand here. So I thought, we can do both. Maybe not. I don't think so.
Bitch, that's a terrible idea.
Definitely, this lower end needs to be covered by something. Just realized that I've always done a heavy metro. I can do a light metro.
Pure genius.
So we can do a light metro and make it um, overground, make it elevated, and we can connect all stations together, kind of, all lines together, by using the light metro and also like cover this small area. So you can see initially I thought I would connect the lines as I said, but connect at the end, but it didn't look that good, and I noticed that there is a avenue that goes diagonally between the yellow and orange. So although yeah, I'll use it. I'll use it. And then just to connect this new line to the orange line, we're gonna come from diagonal to horizontal just to get that station. It would be a big station, it would be a heavy metro station and a light metro station. And we're just gonna connect the dots here. Now building this small area, it's a bit of a tight go. I wanted to make it as fast as possible, so I'll have like multiple goals here just to make it as quick as possible. I think like I went maybe 25 kilometers an hour or like 30 or something like that. It's slow compared to like 90 on a straight line. But yeah, you can see like I'm not leaving a lot between stations. Not the same as a heavy metro because again, it's a different purpose. It's a different kind of metro. It's a different kind of train. So you can't deal with it the same way. So a light metro is more frequent stop and it's less populated areas. Deviating a bit from streets and going in green areas, because I can build it in green area. I don't have to pay anything for anyone. I guess I can say like I tried to make a station here, but if I did it that way, I'll have to pay like hundreds of millions of dollars. So it's not a good idea. So just to take advantage of the greens. And when you look at that, this line will cost me $700 million, but it's gonna connect the yellow line, the orange line, and also connect again to the orange line. I just wanted to loop again, just to connect those two stations where they are next to each other, and people can transfer in between this line and the blue line as well. I tried to avoid any building and go over the roads, but it did mean that we're gonna go a bit slower. But again, this is a light metro, so we don't have to go as fast. We can go a bit slower. Yeah. And just to show you that there's a difference between light and heavy metro, this is a real life picture of a light metro and a heavy metro. Um, they are obviously used for different situations. Light metro is usually like around the tram, slower in speed. It doesn't have enough. It doesn't have the same capacity as a heavy metro. Heavy metro is your usual metro, the one that you think about. It's the New York metro, it's the London metro, it's the Paris metro, that kind of heavy metro. A light metro is mostly your Manchester tram, your Toronto tram, your Ontario tram, that kind of metro. And with that bit of piece of education at the end of the video, we'll see you in the next episode where we get this line running and see if it does actually make any difference and make us money or not.